Hi, this is Kate from Izzalicious Designs. Today we're going to be making a Christmas stocking. So I'm getting things ready for you to be making prior to Christmas arriving, which is why, even though it's a little bit early in the year, I'm putting these sorts of things out. We're going to start with our single loom in the standard configuration. All the columns are the same height. The arrow or the open part is facing towards you, and we're double banding, which means you take two bands and you place them on the pegs together as one. We're going to start by placing two bands here doing nothing, and then we will place two across here, and we will come down at an angle here. We're coming down 3 on this third column. And at the moment what we're making is the toe of the stocking. We'll come down 3 here. And in order for our columns to all line up so that the toe has columns as well, instead of the toe being looking like it's just rows and then the actual stocking part looking like it's columns, we're going to be doing this bit and taking it off our loom and attaching it. Put this bit here. Now you're going to need 2 little clips. I'm using S clips, it's just what I happen to have. I'm going to take a single band and I'm going to pop my S clip on the end of it, like that. And I'm going to use that as my crossover band. I'm going to do the same to the row above. Pop my little clip on and stretch it across like that. We need an end cap here. Take a single band, wrap it once and twice, and we will pop that on the end. Now, dig down past that end cap and grab the 2 top red bands. Put your finger there so that the end cap does not fly off, and we're going to be looping these up. Okay, so find your 2 top bands and loop up. And loop up. And now we're going back down to these. Make sure that the clips are on the outside, the right hand side. We're not tying off with this, okay, but we are going to put our hook down and grab those bottom 2 red bands, pull them up and out and put them on your hook, and we will take this off our loom. Okay, so this is our toe. I'm just going to take my hook off and just gently leave it to one side. We're going to start by doing 3 rows of white. So place 2 white here. I've got to do the top first, like that. And if it's a bit tangled, twisted, just run your hook through. So double banding still, we're coming down 3. Like that. 3, and after the 3 we're going to do red all the way to the bottom of your loom. So those are our white bands. Now we will be doing a little bit of fancy footwork on them in a minute, but we're not there yet. Let's just lay our bands first. Oops. And the same for these other 2 columns. And at this stage we're going to take another 2 and go across the bottom from the middle to the right, from the middle to the left, whoopsie, run away. Let's place some crossover bands, a single red band that we're going to place across these 3 pegs. And then single white bands that you'll be placing across these. Those 2, like that. Now we need to add our toe. So these 2 little bands that we had as our tie-off bands, we're going to put our hook through, and they're going 1, 2, 3 and 4. Alright, so they're going to sit up here at number 4. Now we can actually get rid of these 2 crossover bands. We don't need those because these little clips that we have on, we're going to stretch the crossover bands all the way across those 3 pegs like that, and then you can take the clip off. Okay, now through this little end cap here that's at the very, very bottom, we're going to take 2 red bands. You're going to poke your hook through that end cap. Make sure you go through all the little loops of it. There we go. Take 2 red bands, put them on the end of your hook, pull them back through the end cap and reclaim, and they are going to sit on that very bottom peg there. Just like that. Okay? Easy peasy. Now, we're also going to do some fancy footwork, as I mentioned, up here. Let's take 2 bands, and you're wrapping them once and twice and sliding onto 2 bands. Okay, and what we're going to do is place those here, and we're going to go all the way up on each side. Okay, so 2 bands once and twice. To make some room here, slide onto 2 bands, and you're just placing one side on, you're leaving this other side just hanging there. Once and twice, slide on, once and twice. If I can untangle the band, and slide on. Now let's do the other side. Once and twice. Slide on. Once and twice. Oh, my hook's the wrong way. No wonder it's sliding off so easy. Slide on. Once and twice. Slide on. And the last one. Once and twice. Slide on. Now we do have to be a bit gentle with these so we don't lose them. It's quite easy for these bits to fall off, so keep them pulled like this so that you have enough slack on either side. Alright, let's start looping. What we're going to do down here, we've got to find these 2 bands, they're the top ones, so we're going to dig down and find those 2 top bands and link them across, and same here, loop them across, and then we're going down and finding these 2 bottom red bands and we're looping those up. We can do that for each of these, and we go up again, and I'm just looping in these so that the toe is locked in. Dig down here, find the 2 bottom red loop up. Now I'd quite like, I think, for the toe to be at the, for it to have a continuity. So I'm going to lift these two up. Alright, I'm going to take the bottom two and loop them up, and then I'm going to put those two back on top. That is purely for aesthetics. You don't have to do it, but I think it looks nicer. Whoopsie. Hold on to your loom, Kate. Let's loom up all the red, or loop up all the red, I should say. I've been told off for saying loom up. We are using a loom and we are looping because we're loopy. Oh, I am. Alright, now loop these up like so. These ones you can just loop up, it's fine. This centre column, just loop that all the way to the top, like that. Now, we looped this red one, so we're going to put these two little white loops back on. And the same on this side, we can put these ones on as well. Just put your hook through and add those on. Now, we're going to dig down, find the bottom two white and loop up. Then we put these two loops back on. Loop up, put these two loops back on, loop up, and put these two loops, oopsie, come here you, back on. Now we dig down and find those bottom two bands and loop those across. So let's do the same here. We're going to dig down, find those two white. These ones are already in place. So now we need to put these two in place. So find those two little loops. It's tricky when you're doing it the other way. There we go. Find two loops. This up, find these two, come back and put those on there. Then we dig down, find the bottom two and loop in here. Now we need two white bands. I'm going to go down past all of those and grab the two white bands and bring them back up to the top of the peg. And we're tying off in a slip knot, and we can take this off our loom. And hope that it looks a little bit like a Christmas stocking. With these, the tie-off bands, you're just going to hide them. So I'm going to go down here and grab those. Or you can use them as your Christmas tree, the tie for your Christmas tree, if you're putting this on a Christmas tree. Let's grab these. There's one. Oopsie. And there's two. So you just sort of hide them under there, and there you have a Christmas stocking. Hope you enjoy making it. Take care. Bye bye.